Last week on Thursday Night Therapy, our heroes returned to the Squib-Yard after collecting the body of Lyle and listening to a story of the owlbear's origins on the way. They collected their reward and spent the remainder of the week enjoying spiced pork while work on the ship was finished. And so, after a brief, informal christening, the newly named Sea Breeze was set into the water. And after saying their goodbyes to Rickety and Captain Pegsworthy, they set out onto the open ocean. Being low on crew and eager to swap their ship for something with a bit more maneuverability, they settled on heading to the nearest large port, Blood Cove. In the shadow of the enormous mangrove tree overlooking the estuary, the Sea Breeze entered the cove, carving through the deep red waters emerging from the mainland. Docking at a central pier, they paid their harbour fees to the dockmaster and surveyed the city sprawled before them. And that's where we're going to pick up this week. So, I think last week you had just set foot on the dock at the centre of the southernmost pier. So you all have your maps in the journal of Blood Cove?
Yes. So which pier are we on, sorry? The centre one.
You're currently, you're on the basically the center one, which leads to. Go on.
Is there a map that we should see, just out of interest?
It's in the handouts.
Yeah, the map is in your journal. It's in the handouts. I could have made it a page. Should I make it a page?
No. We can see it.
Yeah. So number one on the map is the dockmaster's office, and you're moored on the dock leading directly to that.
Okay. Cool.
So, as the ship is being tied up and battened down, there's a little bit of hesitancy amongst the crew. I think they're a little unsure of what they are or are not allowed to do.
Okay. Get onto the stone castle.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, right then, we will be docking here. I don't know how long for. Stay on deck whilst we sort out the admin, and then we'll be right back to give you your orders. Understood?
Alright.
Wonderful. So, let's go and see the dockmaster then.
As far as I remember, we did that.
Oh, did we?
I think they greeted us, didn't they? I think.
Yeah, they greeted us.
Oh, I need to go.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then we had gone for a little walk around.
Yeah.
You and I, Devvie.
I think you were just wanting to set off when I ended the session.
Yeah.
Yes.
But I've thought about this, and we need to go and see the dockmaster because we need to check out the sale of ships situation in regards to is there anything for sale here? I don't think we asked that last time.
I asked who we could go to see about a sale of a ship.
Ah, yes.
And they said,
apologies then.
Just
Rewind.
go to the. they said to just go to the what's the word I'm looking for? The trade houses.
Okay.
And see what's going on, because it's not a common thing to trade or sell ships and buy ships from Blood Cove.
Maybe this isn't the place we do this then.
It might not be, but at this point we just got to sort of wander about and see what happens.
Yeah.
Uncommon doesn't necessarily mean that it doesn't happen.
We could get
Indeed.
lucky. Yeah. We'll go and have an ask around, but it might be, it might be that we'll have to move on from here. And Lanny, what do you reckon? Should we give the crew some shore leave, or what do you want to do?
We free to realistically do what they want, but maybe if we, for now, come back to the ship each evening. When I don't know how long we intend to stay, really, do we?
No, we don't really. Yeah, I think.
I mean, we paid for a week, so.
Yeah, I think everybody back on the ship for lights out. As long as they stay out of trouble, they can pretty much do what they want on land.
If they get into trouble, we'll fucking leave them here.
Yeah. Now, out of interest, is it common to leave your ship completely, empty, or should we leave some people behind to make sure no one nicks it?
We should leave people behind.
Maybe we could do a rota of crew, security crew.
Especially because we've got to keep an eye on old Pluggy Boy.
That's right, yeah, we don't want him being let out accidentally or anything, do we?
No. We don't want unwanted people coming on, and we don't want unwanted people leaving.
I mean,
Let's make something up then. Let's make some sort of rota. Let's give taskings or timings, whatever you want to call it, and think rotate this way.
yeah.
So we'll just pick a few people at random now, get them to stay on the ship, and then they'll be relieved, at the end of the day, and then tomorrow, if we're still here, then other people can take over and stuff like that.
Yeah,
I think
yeah.
Don't forget, it is evening now. It is the sun was setting as you arrived, but it doesn't look particularly like the city is going to close for the night. There's still a lot of work going on. As I said, off to the west is more like a warehouse district, and you can see a lot of things being loaded and unloaded onto wagons and ships. So it doesn't look like the city will be shutting down the shed.
Even more reason to leave someone behind, because when there's hustle and bustle going on, it's the best time to nick something, in my opinion. In my experience, shall I say.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay. Well,
Let's figure.
You can just
Let's
say
just
that
do
you-
this very quickly. Tally, where is he? Hi, Tally.
yes. Well, how can I help you?
Tonight and tomorrow you are going to be watching the ship, and we will relieve you with someone else. We're also going to get Croup to stay with you, and Sagava, and
Okay.
then we'll rotate out for the next couple of days. You got it?
Sure. No worries.
Alrighty then.
Sorry. Well then.
Don't like all this talking. I'm in a new place. I want to go somewhere.
Right, well, as you say, we got to, if it's uncommon to buy and sell a ship around here, does that potentially suggest that it might be more of a underworld kind of scenario, that there might be people wanting to buy them on the quiet and such like?
That's something that I will leave to you two, I would think.
Quite possible.
As I'm not sure Lani or I have any particular dealings with the sale of goods and such.
No, I think we might excel in that particular realm. What I think we need to do is either find a particular pub where the clientele are a bit rough, or, failing that, somewhere where money changes hands on a regular basis. Some sort of, maybe where cards are played or something similar.
Absolutely.
Sounds like a good idea.
Now, a point of a point for the DM to note. So it might be relevant and help out in this situation that my character's background is criminal/spy. So
Mine is just criminal.
he knows where to intrinsically knows where to kind of find these places and who to talk to. Kind of got a nose for it.
Same for me.
Okay. So, what's your plan? Are you just wanting to wander around and try and look for anything of note, or is there somewhere you want to specifically go to initially?
I think a general wander around to get a feel of the place is probably the first thing we would do.
Okay.
Well, my first thing that I was going to do was just wander around the dock, as I had just cast detect magic.
Yeah.
I
okay.
wanted to walk around and see if anything pinged, because I have that spell for 10 minutes. So.
Okay. Are you all moving together?
I think.
Or are you just going to all spread out a little
I
bit?
think my brother and I will probably go off by ourselves to see if we can get a nose for who we might want to speak to.
Yeah.
Stay with Torrin.
Alright then.
Okay, so I'm just going to say, as you start to wander around, I think, especially Des and Devvie, who would have be much more attuned to this sort of thing due to their previous life. What you notice is you see a lot of what's the word? Hired muscle.
Yeah.
Mercenaries.
So there's you pick up the Blood Cove guard. So there's some sort of town guard here. They all wear this kind of reddy brown studded leather waistcoat with the arms free, probably to deal with the heat. And you see a decent amount of them just walking around taking things in, and then you see you'll see a merchant with a couple of men with him, and you can tell just by looking at these men that these are they're there to look after the other one. You know what I mean? That you can tell by the way they walk and the way they look around.
Hired goons.
Yeah, exactly. And there seems to be quite a lot of that around here. Torrin, you are picking up the occasional little pings of magic, coming from the odd merchant who walks by, for example.
Okay. I would want to sort of make a mental note of anyone who's got something particularly interesting, or any
the people that you see a ping there's as I said a trio walk by, and two of them are obviously the hired goons, and the one in the middle is the man with the money, but he's not carrying weapons or armor or anything. But you are getting a ping, so you'd only assume that it would have to be some sort of small trinket, or possibly some sort of piece of jewelry that has been enchanted somehow.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
the whole purpose is to keep an eye out and see if there are any. I don't want to say easy marks, but someone who could be influenced, shall we say?
Okay.
Basically, I want to rob some fucker at some point.
Oh wow.
Okay.
She's casing the entire city.
Or at least get the other fuckers to rob this bloke.
Oh, hi.
Okay. Well, the couple pings that you have seen, they have both been entering or exiting the large building marked as number 2 on the map.
About the Witchlight.
Which you can see by that name is called the Witchlight. Yeah, and this seems to be it's a fairly large, very nice tavern inn. Quite roomy. and I think you can tell, even from the outside, that this is a fairly decent place, and this seems to be where a lot of the merchants who are travelling through Bud Cove are staying. I think you would pick that up as you're wandering around. So, Des and Devvie, as you move up through the gangplanks here, you see the trade square, number 4, this large market area. You think you can probably get rid of your bit of plunder you have there.
Okay.
But then you do notice another place on the going the other way. It's marked as number 5 on the map. It's right in the middle.
Oh yeah.
It's called Shaduk's 9 Pins, and it seems to be some sort of gambling establishment. And with your background and your knowledge, you would both twig that this is probably somewhere where criminals of various degrees are.
Okay. Yeah.
This is a place where business is perpetrated.
Yeah, there's definitely you're getting a vibe from there, definitely.
Okay. Oh. Wonderful. Right. Well. Yeah. This also seems like the kind of place that we'd send our more lucky crew to try their luck.
I would say that the clientele in there might be the ones that we want to speak to, brother, about possibly getting rid of our ship.
Yes, it's a good call.
Of course, we do have to make sure that we can actually buy a ship to get off this place as well.
Well, that was, yeah. I mean, I think that's our first thing that we should maybe have a look at, because there's no point in selling ours and then being bloody stuck here, is there?
No.
So
What do you reckon? Do you think we should report back to Captain and Miss Blackheart, or should we forge on ahead to see if we can figure out something first?
let's do a little bit more digging, see if we can find anyone who knows of any ships for sale. I mean, they're probably asking their own questions where they are, so we can then get together and compare notes. How about that?
Seems like a plan to me. Right then, this Shaduk's. Well, seems like a good place to start.
Yeah. I mean, it'll be nice to. It's always a good idea to pop in and pay our respects to the local underworld bosses, anyway.
Absolutely, especially if our name has been put out here. Not necessarily our specific name, but if
Yeah.
Father has been making his presence felt, well, that might actually reflect badly on us. So we need to make sure that we ingratiate ourselves.
Ah, yeah. Yeah, good call, bruv. Head on in then.
Yep. Yes, we shall enter into Shaduk's 9 Pins.
Okay. So Shaduk's it's basically a simple wooden shack from the outside. Nothing too fancy. And once you enter, you realise you enter. As I said, it's not that big from the outside. And you enter, and there's not that many people around. And I don't know what you're expecting. There's a couple little tables where people are playing cards. But what you do notice is a set of stairs leading downwards. And you can hear that there seems to be quite a few more people down there. On the far side of the room is a bar running virtually the whole stretch of the room. And behind the bar you can see a half-orc. He's He's a very brown-skinned half-orc, rather than like pale green. And he's got his hair braided back over his shoulders, and he has two jagged-looking scars on his left cheek. And you can see him there just attending to some glasses and stuff.
Fancy a drink, don't you, bruv?
I do indeed, yes.
And we shall go up to the bar and inquire as to what the local ale is.
Okay. I've thought about everything. 1 second. So, what'd you say to him?
Hello, barkeep. Could I inquire as to whether you could furnish us with 2 pints of your finest local ale, please?
Yeah, right. And you can see him. He starts, takes like some large clay jugs, and you can see him pouring out two large cups of this. It looks kind of like beer.
Looks kind of like beer.
Yeah.
Alright.
That's good enough.
There you go.
So I shall look into my beer, or beer-like substance. And, what's this then, out of interest?
It's called Bodva.
Odva, right? What's in it?
Bodva.
I'm a particular connoisseur of alcoholic beverages. Could you inform me as to what's in it?
It's basically a beer with a bit, I don't know, some fruits or something.
Oh. Alright. I will take a tentative sip.
As you go to drink, the head of it is quite frothy, and the bubbles are quite large. Like, unusual for like a normal beer. But the beer itself is actually okay. It's slightly opaque, and it does have like a sweet tang to it. It's not that bad.
Very nice. How much is...
If a little warm.
Alright. Not entirely terrible. How much is that?
Oh, I don't know. Fuck. I have no idea what beer costs. For silver? Fuck it, I don't know.
Alright.
No, silver for both. Silver for 2. Yeah, that'll do.
Alright, so I'll put silver down and I'll say, and how much to maybe gather a bit of information?
What do you want to know, huh?
Well, first of all, I wouldn't mind inquiring as to how someone might want to find out where the real gambling goes on.
He nods with his head over your shoulders, with his eyes looking towards the stairs.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not secret. Gambling's down there.
All right. Wonderful. Well, thank you very much. It's 2 silver for the drink and for your trouble. We're all right to go downstairs? No kind of initiation we have to go through to get down there or anything?
Nah, just behave yourselves, you'll be alright.
Oh, behave ourselves? That's our middle name, my friend. My middle name. Angels we are, ain't we, bruv?
Oh, yes, absolutely.
Right. Cheers. Oh, pick up the mug and make our way down, or make my way downstairs.
Yep. I'll give the lovely gentleman a nod, and I will follow my brother.
Okay. He watches you, rubbing a glass with a dirty rag as you descend the steps. The room that you entered into is considerably larger than the one above, but it's a roughly square room. And here there are a number of gambling tables. There are people playing cards with each other. There also seem to be some tables where there is some sort of, what would you say, a croupier? Somebody
I don't know how you say
running a game. Sorry?
I don't know how you say it either.
I think it's
dealer,
croupier, but dealer.
It's croupier. Yeah. It's so the house. It's a house game that you play against the house rather than against the other players. Yeah.
Right. This is a bit more our scene.
Oh, yeah.
What do you think, bro? Shall we split up and divide our sources, or do you want to stick together and make sure we don't get?
I think it's probably in a place we don't know. I think we should probably stick together, bruv, because we ain't sussed it all out yet.
Yeah, no, fair enough. Right then. What do you reckon? Cards, dice.
Let me just check my proficiencies because I do have.
It's a strange thing for you to say, brother.
That was out of character because
I know.
my voice. Oh wait, I'm trying to find the window. Where's the window gone? Wait. Goodness. Too many tabs open, that's what it is. I think dice. Probably a good call.
You read my mind, brother. Right then. Yeah, we'll head over to a dice table.
Against the house?
Yes.
Yeah, for now.
Oh, hello. Oh, my word.
I have actually made a game for you to play.
Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh,
You will need tokens, I guess.
Yes.
Ooh. That's cool. Well done, Sean. That's awesome.
I'm just
Yeah.
going to grab
This
them
is
from
very
a different,
interesting.
So let me just. So
We're stuck on a giant board,
basically-
brother.
basically, you may make a bet on one of the outcomes of 3d6.
Oh my.
So if as you are placed here, if you placed person here and the result was a 9, 10, 11 or a 12, you would win 2 times your initial bet.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's very cool.
That's very cool.
I'm very impressed.
Yep. That's awesome. Right.
Right
okay.
then. Oh, let's start with something to go on, shall we? I'll put 1 silver on Lucky 13.
Oh, alright. So, do you know what? I'm gonna put a silver on number 7.
E7.
All right. So you come. There are a couple of empty seats for you there. There's another gentleman already playing on the table. Slightly older gentleman, bit greyed in the hair. His clothes a little rough looking. Sat there with a drink. Doesn't look at you when you sit down. So you place your bets, and the dealer, using like a leather dice cup, rolls the 3d6. 14.
See?
Oh, look at that. So close. Well, this lady luck's not on my side tonight, is she?
He is just adjacent to you.
Just adjacent. Oh, well, let's see. Let's go for something a bit simpler. I'll go for our biggest spread here, and I'll put down 1 gold.
I reckon I'm gonna stay where I am, and I'm gonna put down another silver.
All right. All bets on. That's a 9.
There we go. Double more money.
So, Des, you are given your gold coin back, plus a second.
Looks like I'm up. What do you reckon, my friend? Do you reckon I should go double or nothing? I'm speaking to the guy who's sat next to us.
Do whatever you want.
Well, you know, when you're out here for the first time in a new place, sometimes, you feel your luck's in, don't you?
All right. Put it all on 18 then.
18. Will do. two gold and 18.
You see the dealer. Look at that. 2. Okay. All right. Desi, what are you doing?
Do you know what? I'm gonna put a silver on 6.
All right.
Oh, look at that.
Oh yeah.
So,
We shall
wow,
put the gold
lucky.
on that now.
Number 6. Yeah, so Des, you lose your 2 gold coins, you put on the 18.
Yep.
But for the 6, he basically takes the 2 gold coins from Des and gives them to you, Devvie, because 20 times 1 silver is 2 gold. And he'll take the silver back. Take the silver, of course, but I hope you're keeping track of what you've...
Oh, yes, don't worry.
Yeah. Right.
Well, look at that. Looks like my brother might be in luck.
Okay, I am keeping track, but I'm going to have to do a lot of clearing up of this Word document later on. All right.
Well then, so it seems that my brother's luck is in. Now, mate, as we're friends now, just wondering, might want to inquire about a few services you might want, people might want to find in this good port that we find ourselves in.
You seem kind of silent. What do you want to know?
Oh, just the simple things, best tavern to go to, where you might want to go to sell off a bit of treasure you might have found. Maybe if you're looking in the business of buying or selling ships, that kind of thing.
Oh, let's do these one at a time, please. What was the first question?
Oh,
You see him rubbing his head slightly now.
Just out of interest. In fact, you look like you might be thirsty, mate. Should we get a drink over here for you?
Oh, all right. I won't say no.
There you go. Is there like a bar nearby that I can go and get one from?
There will be some. There is a waitress walking around attending tables, so you can order something from her if you want.
Yeah, I'll call her over and just whatever this final gentleman here is having.
Same again.
Lovely. Right then, so what would you say is the best tavern to stay at here if you don't want to get ripped off or robbed and have your throat cut in your sleep?
Well, it depends what you mean by best. The best is the nicest tavern in town is the Witchlight, but it's not cheap, of course.
No, wouldn't expect it to be. Now, if you did want to get robbed and have your throat cut in the night, where would you want to stay?
Oh, that will be the Tickling Keel Hall.
Tickling Keel Hall. Well, that sounds like a name with a story behind it. Right then, that's good to know. Thank you very much. Now, where would a person go to get the best price for any treasure or anything like that they may have picked up in their travels?
Well, you could probably just find somebody at the trade market that you can offload stuff to if you've got stuff to sell.
Wonderful. And if a body was in the business of selling and buying a ship, for instance, would there be anywhere around here that would do that?
Well, not particularly. We don't really trade in ships much here, rather cargo. So, no, I don't really know where the best place would be for that.
Right. Okay, yeah, that obviously that's the official line. Now, if in the unofficial line, if someone wanted to inquire as to whether there might be people who maybe wouldn't want to advertise that they were in the market to buy a ship, is there anyone around here that you might want to speak to?
Look, this is a little bit above my pay grade. I don't really know what to tell you. I mean, anybody could potentially want to buy a ship, but I don't know. Maybe one of the larger trading houses.
That's very useful. Thank you very much for the information. I'll pay for your drink. It's been lovely speaking to you. I hope you have a wonderful night.
All right, thank you. And he tips his glass to you as a gesture of thanks.
Stand up from the table.
Got a feeling that this ain't gonna be the best place to trade in water-faring vessels. So I think we're gonna have to endure this slow boat for a little while yet.
Yeah, no, I'm quite disappointed. I was expecting a wretched harvest of scum and villainy, and
Well,
we haven't got that.
It might not have been talking to the. We're walking away from the table at this point.
Yeah,
I don't
yeah,
want the guy to hear. I mean, he might not have been. He might just have been a punter, you know.
Absolutely.
I think if we want the real information, we've got to talk to whoever runs this place.
Entirely possible. Now, the question is, of course, how do we find out who runs this place?
Well, I'll follow me.
All right, then.
Walk up to the bar,
Yeah.
and I'll call over the bartender. Say,
Yeah.
would it be possible to have a conversation or meet the proprietor?
That would be me.
Oh, greetings, good sir. We're just here for a few days, and we were wondering if we could just get some general information. We're after a new ship. Is there anywhere around here that would be willing to sell one to us? And I know this isn't particularly a ship trading town, but would you perhaps know of anybody?
What kind of ship you looking for?
Something sleek and fast.
Swift, you might say.
I might know of one. But
I'll push a gold over the counter to him.
there's an old captain. He's been hanging around here in Blood Cove for the past few years. I think he's getting a bit long in the tooth. I think he's getting a bit old for the life out on seas. Now he's got a nice little ship that matches your description. And well, for the right price, you might be willing to get rid of it. He hardly uses it nowadays anyway.
Alright. What's his name?
Glade Fletcher is his name.
Glade Fletcher.
Yeah, or Captain Fletcher. You'll find him in the Blood Route. Older gentleman.
Wow. That's brilliant. Thank you very much for the information. My brother and I will probably be back soon to spend a few more coins in your establishment, but we should probably report back to our superior right now.
Indeed.
Alright, fine with that. Oh, and we've got a big event on tomorrow evening, so
Oh yeah, what's
if
that?
you're around, it's fight night tomorrow.
Oh,
Really?
wow. That's right up your alley, bruv.
Indeed it is. So, this fight night, is there like a buy-in? Is there a tournament? Is it to the death? Just out of interest?
It's bare knuckle.
Right. Okay, cool, wonderful. Brilliant.
So we don't have that many deaths.
That many?
I
I'm not
can't
here
rule
to know.
Well, I cannot rule out that happening potentially.
Yeah, just try not to kill him, bruv.
Well, I do my best. Right then, what time was that going to start, out of interest?
Starts tomorrow at 9.
Or at 9. Wonderful.
You interested, huh?
Oh,
Gambling
absolutely.
man.
Oh, indeed.
Well, I'm more the gambler. He's usually what I gamble on for this kind of thing. My brother is a bit handy himself.
Oh, really?
Indeed.
Is it open to all fighters, or have you got like a structured been going on?
Well, we usually have set bouts, but if you're really interested in having a fight...
Absolutely.
You can see him now. He's actually now looking you up and down. He's trying to judge you. How do I know you can even fight, huh?
Well, do you want me to have a practice run? More than happy to.
What exactly you got in mind?
Well, let me see. If you want me to prove that I can fight in your tournament, and your tournament is already fully booked, then maybe I should fight for my place in your tournament. If it is a tournament. I'm assuming it's a tournament.
It's not a tournament, it's set bouts.
Alright then. So if it's set bouts, then should I be potentially fighting someone for their place in the set bouts?
Tricky. See, if I let you fight one of my fighters tonight, whether you win or he wins, you'll both be going in tomorrow night from all the same, not in peak condition. You know what I mean?
That's true. So, in that being the case, how would you like me to prove myself?
Come back tonight at midnight.
Right.
I'll get my cousin to come along. He's a decent fighter. He was not planned to be fighting tomorrow, so even if well, you win or lose, doesn't matter to him. And if you do win, well, you'll just have to fight tomorrow in whatever condition you are in.
Oh, that seems perfectly fair. Right. I shall see you at midnight.
Lovely.
Thanks again for the info, Governor. Oh, sorry, what's your name, sir? Or you didn't ask.
Shaduk.
Oh, of course, yes, it's your name above the door. Well, it's bloody nice to meet you.
That makes absolute sense. Right then, Shaduk, I shall see you later.
He very stiffly just watches you leave. During this whole conversation, he has like a very stiff demeanor, like very little movement. His head hardly moves, just his eyes switching between the two of you as you're talking.
I shall lean into my brother as we leave and say, he seems like he's got a broom right up his fucking ass.
That might just be an injury.
I would say a broom up your ass is quite the injury.
Alright, so as you exit the building, I'm going to switch over to Lani and Torrin.
Bonjour.
So, what would you like to do? Around
Lani?
Is there anything in particular you wanted to do?
I think there is. Not sure. The main thing I've got on my sort of mind to visit the Untied Arms and Armour store, but I imagine late this evening it might not be open. So
You can have a look.
Travels, I would certainly have a wander past and locate it if it is open.
Yep, it's number 9 on the map, so you would find it fairly easily. It's a single-story timbered building, but with like some obvious, like dwarf-wrought iron furnishings. And I probably don't remember, but the dockmaster was called Umbertine also. So as you approach, you see a short male dwarf working there, and they seem to be open. So,
Okay, so as we come up to the place, come up to the dwarf. You are open, are you, this late in the evening?
oh, I will be open for the moment. What can I do for you?
Oh, just looking more than anything. Just come to see what you've got. Heard you've fine shop here. See what you've got, really.
He gestures with his hand around the shop. It's like, go take a look.
Yeah. And is it an open shop, like almost like a blacksmith?
Yeah,
shop?
it's a fairly open shop. You don't see a forge there at all, but there are a number of things around the walls. As I said, weapons, arms, armor, shields. Are you looking for anything in particular?
I would like to try and see kind of what like swords you've got, like great swords or anything like that.
The only you do see swords, you see great swords. There are some in racks. You do see one large great sword, but it is like it's on like a wooden plaque nailed, which is mounted on the wall. But the actual sword itself is also like it's got like metal clasps, 5 in total, running along the blade, holding it onto this wooden plaque.
So yeah, having a little peruse round, turn to him, say, "Sorry, did you get your name?"
Oh, Rancent. Umbertine.
Just seen a few swords you've got there, and the big great sword you've got on that plaque. Anything special, or is it a memento from something?
Oh, it's special, you can see that indeed, but it's not something you would like to take with you. It's a cursed item.
What do you mean, cursed?
Well, from what I understand, it is some spirit has taken hold within it, and it brings bad luck to anybody who tries to use the sword. They say it was its previous owner who fell in battle.
What in the sword?
That's what they say.
Sounds interesting. It's like a nice sword, though.
It is a very nice sword, and this is why people have fallen to its glamours. But anybody who tries to use it, well, they, as I said, bad luck.
Oh, I like it. But no,
I'm behind Lanny at this point, and I'm eyeing the sword.
It's definitely magic. Oh, and of course, Torrin, in here, you are getting a number of pings. There are a number of magical items in here.
Ooh, that's exciting. We'll come back to that one.
Lonnie will turn around and go, Torrin, anything for you?
Am I seeing any armors that ping at the moment?
Yes, you do see the only piece of armor you see that is pinging seems to be some studded leather.
Okay. I would probably step forward and ask, this armor here, how much is this going for? Looks about my size.
That is relatively expensive.
Oh? What's that?
Yep. 1 second. I need to open my list. Give me a second. This is the one thing I didn't have open. While he's looking, he says, well, this is a very well made piece of armor. It offers extra protection. It also has magical properties. You can actually change its appearance as you desire.
Oh, really?
Yes. So it is a +1 piece of armor. But he says this costs 4,000 gold.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Not yet.
That's good to know. Do you have any other armors that may fit me? I'm looking for something. Maybe
No, we have standard armor. This is the only magical piece that we currently have in stock. But we have armor of all sorts. If you're looking for your simple mundane items.
I was looking for maybe a chain shirt, something I could put underneath my coat. Have we got any of those in stock at the moment?
A chain shirt, yeah, of course. And he goes behind like a waist high commode, and he pulls out a chain shirt and looks at it and says, "I think this would be about your size."
I think that would probably do. How much would you charge for this one?
Chain shirt, 50 gold.
It's a reasonable price. I'm definitely interested. But I'm also interested in that other one, so maybe I'll wait a couple of days and see if we can sell some of our stock and come back.
As you wish.
I appreciate your information, sir.
Anything else?
Lanny turns once again and is like, do you make all your stuff here? Get some of it else.
Yes, most of the stock is made by us on our other premises.
Okay. Wait, did you make that sword?
No. I assume you're pointing to the one on the wall.
Yeah.
No, we did not make this. This came into my hands a number of years ago because the previous owner simply wanted rid of it, so...
This keeps almost... Well, no, I'm not going to say it. It'd be stupid. How much out of interest would something like that be?
1 second. I think so. Hang on a sec. Fuck it. He just says it's 1,000 gold. But-
Surely you would want rid of it. You've had it here a long time. If it is cursed,
Aye, but it's still a collector's piece. To be honest, I don't know why you would want to buy it.
just would have put it at the top of my ship and have it just to scare people off. If it's cursed, then it will. No, not for now. No.
Go on.
Thank
I was,
you.
I was
Thank
literally
you
just
for
going
your
to say,
time.
give me a persuasion check.
Okay.
Because you make a good point.
Where are we? Persuasion. A 10.
Okay.
But as he says that, Lanny then goes, No, don't worry about it. No, thank you. It's great to look at, but no. Think better of it. with that, he will just thank him again and turn and
Okay.
leave.
Oh,
And as they leave
I will
the shop,
slowly follow Lanny out. It's like I'm very confused at what's going on in his head.
as they leave, and about let's say 25 meters away from the shop, Lanny just turns to Torrin and says, "I want that
So I'm going
sword."
to say that the as you've now exited Umbertine Arms, which was 9, and they were at 5. I think you'd actually, just by happen chance, actually meet each other there in between, as you both come out at the same time.
Yeah.
Was all 4 of you, both of you, come from 2 different directions? Yeah, and spot each other.
Yeah, just before meeting, Lanny would have turned to Torrin and just said, "I want that sword."
What's his better sword?
Where you and then you just stand there and look at each other uncomfortably, nobody speaking.
Dev, Desi? Oh, hello.
Right. Yeah.
Hello, you two.
Hello.
So,
Anything interesting?
Well, we might have dug up a lead. Bruv's very excited. He might be able to enter a fighting competition tomorrow.
tonight.
Oh, really?
Oh, kind of actually. No, yeah, it's tomorrow. Yeah, I know. I've got to go and prove myself tonight at midnight back in there. So I know what I'm doing this evening.
Well,
Anyone?
Prove yourself how?
I was going to have to
I-
fight someone.
I mean, I'm assuming I'm fighting someone. He didn't actually specify. I might have to do something else, but you know.
On the one hand, I want to be there for that because that could be funny, and on the other hand, that seems ominous.
I'm
So I'd
pretty.
rather leave it alone.
I'm pretty sure I've just got to fight someone. Pretty sure.
Do you want to come and watch Lanny?
Yeah. I mean, is it free to anyone or just special?
I got a feeling this is just a kind of after-hours special. So as long as you don't get involved, I can't see why they have any problem with it.
I'll come along and they'll see me and they'll want me to fight for them.
Oh, I see.
Oh. Everyone else is trying to get a bit of the action, eh, bruv?
Yeah.
Oh, I don't need to, but I could help.
No,
sway the odds.
No.
Odds.
Torrin, I appreciated it on the ship, right? Because, you know, that was fucking overplug, basically. But there is an honour to fighting, right? These people, you know, there might be criminals, there might be thieves and all this stuff, but there is honour amongst thieves, all right? Let's do it straight, yeah?
We also don't want to go pissing off the wrong people. We've only just got here.
That's also a good point.
I mean, I suppose that's fair. I mean, I've already got a plan to piss off somebody that's here.
Oh dear,
But,
what have you got brewing?
Oh, no, nothing. Just a couple of things from the armory that Lanny and I may want to abscond with.
Interesting.
Well, for our part, we've obviously there's the excitement of the fight, but we've also quite possibly got a lead on a ship. Yeah, we got to track down a captain, an old sea dog by the name of Captain Glade Fletcher. Usually found in the Blood Route. I'm guessing that is an inn.
Yep.
Probably.
Yes.
Yeah, now, you noticed that, though, that he said he was selling. He didn't mention anything about anyone buying.
Well, yeah. I mean, we might be happy just doing a straight trade, to be honest.
Right, let's hope.
Well, if they're traders here, maybe a trader's ship maybe be helpful to some of these bigger
Yeah.
dealers, whatever. So we could sell it off to them and then buy this smaller ship.
Yeah. Let's.
Well-
It'd be better to. We should work out whether he actually wants to sell it first, and then sell ours.
I would also suggest that we actually want to work out whether we want to buy his. For
Well,
all we
yeah.
know, he might be going around in a dinghy.
That's a
Yeah,
very
it
good
could be a
point.
piece of shit that's not seaworthy.
We should bring some of the sailors with us to cast an eye over it.
Yeah.
Could be an idea.
Bring
Maybe we'll bring Croup or
Yeah, Croup seems strangely compass mentis when it comes to actual seafaring stuff that doesn't involve drinking or cooking.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's strange how that switched, isn't it? We'll bring Tally and Croup and oh my god, I keep getting his name. Rahadumi.
Sagava.
Sagava, thank you. And Sagava. Bring those three.
Yeah, could be an idea.
I mean, it's possible, I suppose, that the Raadumi might be leaving us soon. Didn't we agree to drop them off at any point they wished, or was it a specific one?
I mean, I think it's possible that any of these people are going to be, any of our crew are going to leave for the moment.
Yeah.
We said we'd get to port and then they could do what they liked.
We'll yeah, I mean we'll put the idea to them. They're obviously welcome to stay with us, but if Sagava and the Radumis want dropping off somewhere specific, I think we could do that.
Yeah, no, I agree.
I mean, we don't really have that many plans after this.
Well, apart from going to see the Pirate King and signing up.
Oh yeah.
I mean, we've got a few more plans in the city at least now before we leave, but
Yeah. Hey, don't we have to bring a reputation to the Pirate King?
I heard it would help.
yeah. We need a ship first.
Yeah, can't really be pirates on our ship, can we?
That's exactly right. First things
Can't
first,
turn up
then.
to the Pirate King with the sea breeze.
Nah.
I still like the Bloodwake.
Oh well, that's what our new ship will be called if everyone agrees.
Yeah, I like it.
It's it screams pirate.
It
Yeah.
does, yeah.
I quite enjoy it.
Story behind it.
Speaking of piracy and everything else, they're not particular fans of pirates here, are they?
No, they're not. We should probably be on our best behaviour.
Yeah.
At least for now.
I mean, and also we do appear to be stood out in the street talking about the Pirate King, so potentially we want to stop doing
we're
that.
talking quietly,
Yeah, well,
but
We'll
My-
resume the shadier parts of this conversation when we're back in our own digs.
yeah.
indeed.
If my time as an operative of a criminal empire has taught me anything, is that the streets have ears, and
Oh,
someone
very much
always
so, yes.
someone is always reporting back to somebody else.
Yeah. Is there
Can I have a
anything
look
else?
around and see if there is anybody in the street paying attention to us?
Give me a perception check.
13?
13.
I mean, looking around, you do see like a couple shifty characters, but you can't tell if they're specifically like keeping an eye on you or not.
Fair.
But as I said, you just like as a bit of a vibe, there are like a lot of just, I don't know how to describe it, like just not necessarily shady looking people, but just like men with like serious expressions on their faces, just walking around very focused. You know what I mean?
Well, there's a lot of business here, isn't there? So
Yeah.
it could just be
And the
high-end businessmen.
you do notice that the town guard is, they're not following you or anything, but when you're they're just keeping a relatively subtle eye on you.
Tabs
Not
on the
at all
newcomers.
intrusive.
That's fair.
Yeah, they're just keeping tabs on you.
Having a look at the newcomers.
Yeah.
Out of interest, looking around us at the general population, what race are they mostly? What's the predominant?
I forgot to mention that, didn't I? It's mostly human, but a very, very large number of them, possibly even half, are dark-skinned humans. Blood Cove is at the river which leads into the southern continent. So you have a lot of dark-skinned tribed peoples there, and it looks like a lot of the native population is represented here in the population of Blood Cove. Okay. Other than that, it's actually a little bit here and there. The only dwarves you've seen are the dockmaster and the one at the armory. But you do see a decent amount of halflings around. Half orcs as well. There's also a fairly decent amount of half orcs, and again, they're not all like these pale green half orcs. They're often these like almost brownish toned half orcs.
There's a very real possibility that Lanny is standing out like a sore thumb then.
You will have seen the odd Goliath, but I think the problem with Lanny is more his clothing, which is making him stand out.
Yeah.
Well, the loincloth isn't normal.
He's probably the only person walking around with a loincloth at the moment, yeah. So, of the three of you, I think you would all blend in fairly well, except for Lanny. I mean, considering his height and his appearance, yeah, he's quite recognisable in a crowd.
While we are stood chatting, am I able to see down the dock towards the jail? Would I have been able to notice it, or would that take some exploring?
Oh, no, it's no mercy. I think it's kind of the other way. You might have it's not far, so I mean, as I said, I'm assuming you're kind of just like walking around a little bit.
Yeah.
Checking out what's there, so at some point you're going to know it's there, yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's actually a point of order, is when we do pass the jail, I would like to give it a criminals once over, just in case I end up on the wrong side of the bars and need to know where the best points of escape are. So I'm gonna case the jail.
I was thinking something very similar. But not necessarily for getting myself out.
Okay. What for getting us out if we get into a fight?
No, I actually had the idea of what's better for finding a crew for a pirate ship than some pirates you've helped escape from jail.
Oh, yeah.
That's yeah.
What happens if you jailbreak pirates, or pay their bail or whatever? They're probably indebted to you, aren't they?
Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah. You can probably persuade or intimidate them to come onto our ship and work for us.
Now remember, we did say that any pirates on our ship would be there of their own free will.
Yeah.
We did. But to get us out of this stinking place.
Yeah. Now, I have nothing against breaking people out of prison. And obviously we can suggest that there may be a certain amount of indebtedness involved, but it has to be their own free will. It's just potentially we might need to tell them what their free will is.
If they don't want to serve on our ship, then I won't break them out. That's very simple.
Yeah.
I'll be totally upfront with them.
Or we could break them out and just say, if you don't want to serve on our ship, then at least if we cross paths again, remember who got you out of jail.
Yeah, it wouldn't hurt to have friends on the IC, would it?
That's also fair.
people owing us favours.
I think giving people an ultimatum is not the best way to win them over. And you know, if we say it's one way or the other, and they choose our way just to get out of jail, then we might be having to watch our backs when we're on ship, and I don't really like doing that.
I think we're good enough at watching our own backs, at least to be able to get out of here and find a crew that do want to work with us.
We'll workshop it. But yeah,
It was an idea.
Yeah.
We're here for a week or so.
yeah. We got time.
We might find a group of people who quite like to join us, and we won't even have to go anywhere near the jail.
Exactly.
Very true, very true. And also, we might want to leave the jailbreak until we're on our way out of the sea.
Oh, that's also fair. I was,
Conversations like this should probably best left for on the ship as well.
yeah, probably.
Devvie's very aware that we're stood in the middle of the street or walking down the street.
I mean, we actually are potentially in the best place for this if we are going to do it in public, because everyone's going to be staring at Lanny.
Yeah.
Make fraction.
Yeah. No one's going to pay attention to us. They're just going to look at Lanny.
You hope.
Look at him. Look at his fine, chiseled physique.
I mean, I could maybe blend in a little bit. I've got this poncho. Would this help?
Oh,
Lanny pulls out of a little pouch he's got and just puts this poncho over. It's way too small for him, but it just covers his shoulders, his upper torso.
Captain, with all due respect, that ain't helping.
It's probably drawing more attention, if I'm honest, Lanny.
I was about to say that it is, in fact, probably helping us in staying in your shadow, as it were. However, as a fashion faux pas, I believe the police will be along very shortly.
It's more of a memento. I had this from my mother, and I've kind of outgrew it a little bit, but I keep it.
That's very endearing.
Yeah. Well, out of interest, was your mother a Goliath?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It
Sure,
wasn't
was she?
her. She
all right.
made it for me when I was only small.
Right, that makes a lot more sense.
So I like to keep it now.
I think that's fair.
Looks lovely. Might be better as maybe an armband or something.
Yeah. True.
But you know, I appreciate the sentiment. We also have something that we remember our mother by. Anyway, so back to ship, is it? I've got a bit of warming up to do.
I think for the moment, yeah. Unless we want to try and drop in on this old sea dog, Captain Fletcher.
Oh yeah.
They might as well just drop in now while we're around.
Yeah, why not?
Could do. Then we could just go back to your bar and wait for whatever happens.
Yeah,
You've got your, I don't know, competition, initiation thing tonight?
Tryouts.
Sure, that's the word.
Yeah.
Yeah, just looking at the map, the blood route is actually kind of opposite the Umbertine Arms and Armour. So we probably would have seen the sign on our way through here.
On the next gangway.
Oh, it's on the next gangway over, actually. We might not have seen it, but we're probably walking around that area, so...
Yeah, I'm not going to be that picky with...
Yeah.
You'll find things. I mean, he's told you the name of the place anyway, so...
Yeah. So we'll probably just head that way and see if he's knocking about.
Okay. So you would all like to enter the blood route?
Yeah.
Indeed.
Okay.
Sounds good to me.
Okay. This is a 2-story building. Like almost everything here, it's all wood, basically. Mm-hmm. And as you go in, you notice there's a particularly high ceiling, which is oddly offset by the barman, who is a particularly short halfling. And you can he's bumbling around behind the bar, he's scratching his head. Looks like he's looking for something. And as you look at the clientele here, it's how do I say? Mostly the older guest.
Okay.
See veterans.
Yeah, this isn't like the hip bar where all the kids go to. This is like
This is the locals
this is
dive.
feels like the old gentleman's club. Yeah.
Okay. Oh, right. Okay. Right. I shall walk up to the bar. So I have no idea what this guy looks like. And I will get the attention of the barkeep.
Oh yes. Okay. Yes. Sorry. Yes. What did you want? What was it?
Good evening, sir.
Did you order? Did you order already?
Oh, we haven't ordered yet. Oh, it's like
Okay.
a...
Sorry. Yeah.
Could I
What
get
did you want? What was it?
a round of ales for myself and my companions, please?
Oh yes. Okay. How many? 1, 2, 3,
It's four of
4.
us.
4 of you. 4 of you, right? Yeah. Okay. 4 ales. Okay. Yeah. Just give me a sec. I need to. Give me a sec. I'll be just with you. I need. That's bumbling back and forth. It looks like he's struggling just to find 4 4 receptacles for your ale.
Oh,
That are satisfactorily similar enough to serve you. But he eventually gets 4 together and one by one places them up onto the bar. There you go. Was that it?
oh, well, we were actually hoping to find one of your regulars, a certain Captain Glade Fletcher.
Oh yeah. He's sat over there in the far corner, and he points, and says it's the slightly larger fellow.
Ah, wonderful.
Friend of his, or?
Oh, well, we hope to be. Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wait, it's all right. We are hoping to acquaint ourselves with the gentleman. We've heard about him, but don't worry. We're not here to rough anyone up or cause any trouble in your establishment.
Okay, lovely. Then, well, he's over there. So, yeah, thank you. And,
Thank you very much.
Good.
Much
2
obliged.
silver.
Ah.
Sorry, 2 silver.
Well,
I
that was
forgot
going to be my
I
next
forgot to-
question. Yeah.
Yeah, that was. I nearly forgot again. Yes, 2 silver, please. Thank you. Thank you.
Are you all right?
Yeah, it's fine.
You seem a bit flustered.
Oh no, all good. Oh, lovely. All good. Thank you.
Okay. Well, all right.
Insight check.
Go on then.
$13.
I would say with a 13, you can tell he just seems slightly like. What's the word?
Flustered?
Like just the situation is just a little bit too much for him. He just seems a bit scatterbrained. You wouldn't be able to know like what's causing that. But he's just a little bit overwhelmed with just the general situation that he's currently in.
Fair enough.
Fair enough.
That works for me.
Yeah, he doesn't seem like he doesn't seem fearful or anything or worried, or he's just a little bit like just seems a bit scatterbrained.
Like the
That's
kind
fair
of
enough.
person who probably shouldn't be running a bar but has found himself doing so.
Possibly.
Okay. I'll give him a curt nod and hand the ales out to my companions and point towards the chap in the corner and start heading over.
So as you head over, he's sat there with a couple of other gentlemen of similar age, and a joke is made, and there's some laughing and a little bit of rocking back and forth. As I said, as you get closer, you see this man he's his hair is going grey, and he has a slightly bulbous nose. And it's, as I said, as the bartender said, he's a bit overweight, but I mean, as a lot of men do when they like reach their 50s, 60s. So he's a little bit rotund.
Okay.
And he turns to you as you approach.
I'll tip my hat to him, and I'll say, Captain Fletcher, is it?
Oh, aye.
Ah, greetings.
What can I do for you then?
Oh, well, we were inquiring elsewhere in town about perhaps acquiring a new ship, and we were told that you might be the man to ask. I was wondering if you knew of such a vessel.
He chuckles at this and like, well, I think we're gonna have to a little bit talk about this. My friends here were just leaving, so you can take their seats and we can have a chat. Now, who told you I was wanting to sell a ship?
Oh, well, it was Shaduk said that you might know where we might find one.
Did he know? What else did he say, huh?
Oh, he only said that because that's all I asked him. To be honest, we are in the market for a smaller, faster vessel than the one we currently own.
Oh, I'm starting to understand a little bit now. Have you, you've seen my ship and you like the look of it, huh?
Oh, I haven't seen it yet. We were hoping to talk to you first, and if you wanted to sell a ship, we would very much like to have a look at it. Maybe tomorrow when the sun's out, of course.
Okay, well, I'm going to be honest. I don't know if I was rightly wanting to sell my ship just yet. I have been considering it, and I'm slightly offended that old Shaduk has said that I would be selling it.
Oh, he didn't say that in so many words. He just said that you would be more knowledgeable about any ships that might be for sale in the area, being of the nautical sort, as you are, sir.
Well, generally, there's no shipyard here, so not often that ships are bought or sold. But you pirates then, are you?
Kind of look around at my companions and give a wry smile and say, "Well, pirate's such a strong term, I find."
Oh,
Freelance
don't worry,
merchants.
Freelance merchants, yeah, I think that's more like our forte.
So, come on, please, do not worry. I earned my money as a pirate in my younger days. Nothing to be ashamed of. I just wanted to get a bearing of you. I
Well,
want to know who I'm dealing with here, eh?
I also hesitate to use the term pirates because we are, as yet, unproven in that field. We're fairly new to the game, as it were.
Oh, I see. And that's why you're wanting a ship, is it?
That would be the reason, yes.
So you're currently without one?
We have a ship. It's just, how do I put it? Cumbersome. Requires too many staff.
Oh, right, I see. Well, that does all make sense now.
We like to, shall we say, if we need to beat a hasty retreat, we would like a vessel that is more able to outrun any unwanted attention.
Well, I must say my ship is definitely what you're looking for. One of the fastest ships in the Shackles.
You have piqued my interest, sir.
As I said, not quite sure if I'm don't know if I want to just sell it just yet. I've had it so many years, I don't know if I'd be willing to let go of it.
Say you attempted to sell it, but not quite willing to part with it. Would you perhaps consider selling it and then join as a crew member for old time's sake?
Oh, I no. My sailing days are behind me. I'm not the young man that I once was, and I got a couple of nagging injuries. I don't know if I can, join you in the sort of things that I expect you'll be getting involved in. Fucking hell, my accent is all over the place.
You're more
That's
consistent
me,
than I
not
ever am.
Huh?
I think all of us have had our fair share of accent troubles across various different sessions.
I am struggling a little bit here today, but I think I've got it back now. Okay, there we go.
Torrin's got a cold today. I'm not even fucking trying. Sorry.
So, no, I would not be interested in joining your crew.
Well, that's
Why don't
fine.
you let me have a think about it?
We'll give you some
I'll be
time.
honest with you. I'm getting a bit old. Too old for this malarkey, you know.
Well, if you don't mind me saying,
No,
you look in peak form, sir.
But you are too kind. No, I think I'm getting a little bit too old for this, you know. And I have thought about selling my boat.
I mean, if you didn't want to sell it, obviously there's no pressure. I'm not trying to, do a hostile takeover here. But if you could point us in the direction of a shipwright or something, or
well, as I said, you won't get any around here. You'll have to head back into the Shackles to find something like that. He's like he's eyeing you up a little bit, all four of you. Look, I would consider selling my ship, but I think it would involve certain extra, a favour, shall we say.
all right. Well, that seems to be our business at the moment. What kind of favour are you after?
Well, the thing is, if I were to sell my ship and settle down, then I'd have to have enough money to do so, to last me till the end of my days,
Of course.
so to say. Now, the gold from selling you that ship, well, it's going to give me part of what I need, but I don't know if that'll last long enough. Now, I do have a large amount of money secreted away somewhere, but I am unable to retrieve it myself.
And my
Well,
eyebrows
get it.
raise.
Now, if you were able to obtain it for me, then, well, I think I would have enough money to retire happily.
I look around at my companions, just raise an eyebrow. What do you reckon?
Good old treasure hunt, sounds like.
I mean, it will kind of depend on where it is we're going.
Well, I'm going to be honest with you. It's not a totally simple task. When I was a younger man, I obtained a large amount of booty, and I decided to hide it. so that I may retrieve it at a later date. So I buried it. Now, when I buried it, I found this nice little cove tucked away, and it seemed like the perfect place to hide my stash. And then somehow, after that, I don't know when, I don't know if the tides changed or something, the currents, but that area's become a death trap.
Can you define death trap, possibly?
Well, as I said, when I sailed there, it was okay, but now there are a number of ships gone to wreck around that cove. So many ships, in fact, that they say it's haunted.
Sounds like fun.
I'll be fucking surprised.
I mean, I'm in the mood for an adventure.
And no, go on.
Oh, I was going to say. I mean, I think we'd be interested in doing this, but I think we'd like to see your ship first.
Yeah.
Oh, of course. It's just out. Come with me. And he stands up. Or he slowly stands up, and as you see him wincing, and then he walks then with like a slight limp.
Mm-hmm.
Insight check. Is he putting it on?
Go on then.
Oh shit! I've got a token. Hold on. Yes, I do. Wait. Where am I? There I am. Insight.
Ooh,
22.
Nice.
Oh, very nice.
You're pretty sure it's fairly genuine.
Uh,
This is seems to be a real injury. Something that's bothering him. So, he leads you outside, and then not slightly to the west, around, tucked away. He shows you a ship. Now, I think I'm just going to post this in the Discord chat because I'm not sure about the. I found a picture that I think it was just what I had in my head.
Okay.
But I don't know how about showing it on the stream, so I'm just going to paste it into the Discord chat.
ooh, that's pretty.
Don't take me there.
Well then.
Are you all seeing it?
Not yet. 2 seconds. Sorry, I've
There
got
you
to
go.
do some.
I
cut and
put
paste.
the
Hang
picture.
Let me do it differently. Okay, I've now put it. Yeah, there we go. Sorry.
Oh, yes.
Oh yeah, cool.
That's very nice.
So, it's smaller, definitely smaller than the ship that you have. And rather than these like large, like horizontal masts, it has these triangular ones which are angled back. The hull itself is much narrower, and I mean, looking at it, it's smaller. It's going to have less holding capacity.
Yeah.
But it does look like a much sleeker ship, and it
Looks
will require
fast.
less crew.
Yeah.
So he shows you.
Those are all very good things.
Shows you his ship. It's the Silent Howl.
Oh, that's
Now that is a cool name.
that is a lovely name.
Well, thank you very much. I chose it myself.
Lovely name for a lovely ship. Wow.
Oh, it is a lovely ship indeed, is it not, huh?
Very, very interested. Very interested. All right. I think we are interested enough to.
Well, hold on.
Oh.
Aside from the treasure that we're looking for, how much are you wanting for this?
I think a used ship in this condition, of this make, I'd give you a very fair price of 5,000 gold.
But
So, we've got to get 5,000 gold and your treasure for you to sell us this ship. Am I thinking right here? Am I on the ball?
what?
That is what I would like, yes. I would like you to retrieve my chest that I have buried on that cove and bring it back to me. And then we can make a deal.
I mean, it sounds fair to me.
It's all going to kind of depend on how much we get for the ship that we currently have.
Well, yeah.
We do have some plunder that we can sell as well.
Very true.
But it will definitely depend on how much we get for our ship.
What kind of ship you got to be selling?
Oh,
We got an old merchant ship. And been refitted and ready to shift. It's just too big for us.
I expect you'll get a similar price.
yeah.
It just depends whether someone's buying.
Very true.
Tell you what, if you keep an ear out for someone that might be in the market for a refitted merchant ship, we could maybe take you up on this voyage. What do you say, lads?
Sounds fair.
Good. Just where is this cove? It's the only question I got in my head.
Oh, I didn't say, did I? It's called the Ongankte Overlook.
Sorry, did you just say the name of something, or were you clearing your throat?
No, I did my best to pronounce that correctly. The Ongankte Overlook.
Right, and how far in days would you say it is from here?
I know we going into the Shackles or staying out out this way.
It's in a... You'll have to head back into the Shackles, go past the Firegrass Isles, and then it's not too far after that. Easy to spot. It's a large cliff. Large cliff looking out over the little cove.
Okay.
Yeah, of course, there is the slight concern that if we go back into the Shackles, we might run into someone who we're not really wanting to run into.
Well, I think that person is saying enough.
Oh, I'm up for it. I'm just pointing out that we are running a risk doing it.
We are.
Duly noted.
In our current ship, we're not able to outrun them. And if we retrieve your treasure, and we can't outrun the people that we're wary of, that means you lose everything.
Well, you've got a point there, but I don't have it at the moment anyway, do I? So...
Well, how about this then? Obviously, you said that you're not in the life anymore. You don't want to join a crew. But what about one last hurrah? What about we take your ship out with you on it to get your treasure, which will give us a much better chance of keeping your treasure and then getting you back here with it.
Make a persuasion check.
Yeah.
Ooh, 17.
Well, I must say there's a little bit of... I don't know, one last little adventure. but I don't know. There is no way I am sailing my boat, as long as it is still mine, into that cove.
Maybe if we just get close enough. Get close enough and just take a rowboat.
Or swim out. We've done that before.
We have, but I don't like doing that.
I didn't. Of course, the only other option would be to climb down the cliff from the other side, but it's a bit of a climb.
Yeah, well, we might have a bit of an advantage on that one.
Got a bit of a we've got a bit of a trick up our sleeve where that's concerned.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, there could be some ways of doing that.
Yeah, I'm not adverse to that idea at all.
You will find that we are very handy when it comes to all sorts of different scenarios.
You know what? I actually quite like this idea here now. We can sail up there together. I can show you the boat, show you how it works, show you how it sails. Collect my booty, and then I don't really know where I'm gonna retire. I'm gonna have to think about that. Maybe you could drop me off somewhere.
Oh, maybe.
Maybe we could.
Yeah.
I mean, if we can sell the boat here before we leave.
All right. Well, yeah, we can certainly do that.
Well, let me have a ask around. I might have a couple of ideas of potential buyers for your ship. You let me take care of that.
All right.
I think we might have a deal.
We're definitely moving in a good direction there.
Absolutely.
Our current vessel is called the Sea Breeze, and it is it's on the wharf directly opposite the dockmaster's office.
All right. Well, I'll come by in the morning and have a look, and then I can start asking around. All right.
We'll be glad to have you on board. Would you like to have breakfast with us tomorrow?
Oh, that would be lovely.
Yeah, we'll do that then.
We'll let Croup know to pull up something special.
Yeah.
Right then. Out of interest, what time is it?
Oh, it's coming up to midnight, I believe.
Well, what a coincidence. Well then, thank you very much, Captain. I have a prior engagement that I have to get to. We will see you in the morning.
Okay. It was lovely to meet you guys. I shall see you in the morning.
Lovely
We
to meet
shall
you, sir.
indeed.
Incidentally, I don't know if did we introduce ourselves?
Well, it is not. That was very rude of us.
I'm just going to assume that you did.
Oh, okay.
unless you particularly wanted to go through it now.
It's just going to be the standard fare. It's fine.
Yeah.
Yeah, I assume you would have just given your names at some point.
Yeah.
So.
I do just have one very quick question.
You're not going to Columbo him.
I wondered whether you know of any, and it's an odd question. Do you know of anywhere in the cove that would sell magic scrolls or anything of the like?
Well, I think you'd probably find at least some of that at the market. You can get just about anything there.
That's fair enough. I've got a couple of things that I wanted to look into. Might even help our endeavours if I can find what I'm looking for. But it could take a while.
We'll have a look around tomorrow. We've got time.
But yeah, we've got plenty of time, and after we've had some breakfast, maybe I'll have a wander into the market.
Good.
Wonderful. Right then, off to the den, I believe.
Indeed, your prior arrangement. I think we're all accompanying you for that one.
Oh, yes. Back to Shaddocks.
Back to Shackles.
Okay.
It has been a pleasure, Captain.
Captain.
We shall see you in the morning for breakfast.
Oh, lovely. I look forward to it.
Give him a bow before I leave.
Yep. He bids farewell and heads back into the blood route, leaving you in the street.
That
And
leads
you're heading
quite
directly
well.
to Shaduk's, yes?
Yeah,
Yes.
Pretty much.
yeah.
Okay.
That went quite well, didn't it?
It's very
surprising.
promising.
Seemed quite amenable. I thought for a second there he was going to turn us down for joining us, but yeah, I think this will turn out well. If we do come across old fucknuts on the high seas, first of all, he won't recognise us in that boat, and if he does somehow see us, we can fuck off.
Absolutely.
That's if it's as fast as it looks. I'm hoping it is. It looks bloody lovely, to be fair.
I mean, it will be, the first, our pretty much our only plan for getting here was sell boat, buy a new boat, and that will complete both of those plans.
Yeah.
Right then. So, I've got a date with, a fist probably. It sounded worse in my head actually, now I come to think about it. Right then, in we go.
Are you sure you don't want a hand with this one?
I am sure if I'm going to lose, Torrin, I'm going to lose on my own merits.
Alright.
And I don't want you thinking it's funny to go casting whatever the fuck you're going to cast on me. Alright?
I wouldn't dream of it.
I'm sure you fucking wouldn't. We'll have words. I know where you sleep.
Yeah. My fingers begin to crackle with a familiar black lightning.
Yeah, alright, yeah, we've all seen your fucking party trick.
Yeah, you felt it before and you didn't enjoy it the first time.
Yeah, well, a man can get used to things. Right then, in we go. So I'm going to go in, make our way down to the lower bar.
Okay. So you enter the building. Shaduk is at the bar and he sees you and nods. And you see him walking around. There are currently people like exiting the cellar area. Mm-hmm. And it looks like there are a number of men, obviously staff, that are getting rid of any gamblers that were still down there. Some of them complaining, seemingly can't understand why they're being thrown out early today. But they're just rather rashly pushed up the stairs.
Sorry, mate. Private function.
Following Shaduk, you are allowed to walk down the stairs, and you can see now, actually, in the center of the room, a fencing, like a square fenced-off area has been set up and sort of put on the ground as like a little impromptu fighting area.
Oh, well.
So, you all on the map now?
Yep.
Lovely. Oh, I just like to say at this point, this map is by mostly sheetsofnumbers.com. It's written down the bottom right.
Very nice map it is as well.
Very lovely.
Yep, they make some nice maps, so you can go check that out. If you're looking for some cool maps. So,
Does look very
you
nice.
now see in this area is another half orc. You can see him just kind of limbering up slightly. Des, I'm assuming you're going to have a glance at this fella, knowing that it's a future opponent. He looks relatively similar to Shaduk, the same sort of like browny tinted half orc, but his teeth are a little bit longer. He seems a little bit older, and you can just see like he has like a lot of scar tissue like around his eyes and a lot of scrapes and bruises. You can see on his hands like every second like finger joint has been obviously dislocated at some point because it's like swollen and knobbled. Do you know what I mean? This guy just looks like he's been through the blender quite a few times in his life. But he's just there, kind of like rocking his neck, liberating himself up a little bit.
Well then, you are an handsome fellow, aren't you? I'll hop over and...
Shaduk says, this is my cousin. Let's call him Tank. He's gonna see if you can handle yourself alright. See if you're good enough to take part in the show tomorrow.
Yeah, makes sense. Right then. So then, shall we?
Mm-hmm. Then I guess I would like you to roll initiative.
Not made.
No, I forgot to open the thing again. Jesus, every time. So I'm just going to do it manually. Add turn. There we go. So, Des, you got a 19? You've gone quiet. Are you just not saying anything, or?
That's because I muted myself and forgot to unmute myself.
Okay.
That would be a 19.
Mm-hmm. Now I'm going to ask the others. Is there any chance you're going to want to do anything during this fight?
Yes.
Bet.
Oh, no.
There's a chance.
Even if it's just a chance, I would like you to roll initiative just so that I know that when you react.
I can do that. Oh.
I mean,
holding up the wizard's initiative.
I'm going to roll initiative, but only in case any shenanigans occur.
Yeah, go on. You know what? Go ahead. Lanny as well. Just to be safe.
Oh my word. Captain Skullcrusher with a natural 20.
Nice.
What a waste.
And a 16 for Devvie.
Okay. So, as I said, all the proprietor? No. All the customers, the gamblers have been chucked out. But you see now there are a number of men still sat here looking, mostly younger men. Devvie, as you're looking around, you can tell, like, okay, this is, I know what these kind of men are. These are, I don't know, foot soldiers, you'd call them?
Yeah.
Yeah, so these are...
employees. Loose.
Employees.
I'm still going with
let's
hired
just say-
goons.
Yeah, that's a good way to put it. So, Lani, I assume you're doing nothing. I'm just going to skip your turns unless you say something, okay? So
Yeah.
We'll just kind of step on the table with a chicken leg and go, "Come on, Jazz!"
Are you Lenny?
All right, Des, it's your turn.
Right, well, it may surprise you to find that I'm going to step forward and punch him repeatedly.
All right.
Alright, so first punch. There's a 21 hit.
It does hit.
That's 5 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
Second hit. There's a 17 hit.
Yes, it does hit.
That's 7 bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
And I'm going to use a key point to do flurry blows.
Okay.
25 and 19, I assume hit.
Fuck me, yes.
So that is another 14 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh man.
Okay.
It's my turn.
So, yeah. So you basically eye each other up. The tank, as he's called, gives you a nod, and you're basically allowed to start. And with that, you just step in immediately. 1, 2, bam, bam.
3, 4.
swerve slightly from 3 feet exactly from the other side. 3 and a hook from the right, and just completely
combo.
bam, bam, bam. Yeah. Whoa, Des, you or Lani watching. The reaction from the people watching is noticeable. That the eyebrows go up. That was fairly impressive. So I'm going to move to tank. He makes his first attack. Uh, 15.
Nope.
Okay, he's going to make his second attack. That's
Nope.
going to be less. 8. So they both meet. So staggering from your vicious blows, he tries to retaliate, but his swings are slow and foreseeable, and you're easily able to duck and maneuver out of the way of these meaty fists. And if no one has any objections, that will bring us back to you again, Des.
Okay.
Go on, Desi!
First punch. 22.
Fuck me.
9 points. 9 points of bludgeoning.
Yes.
Second hit. 12. I guess misses.
That one misses, yeah.
Okay, that one misses. And another key point. Flurry of blows.
Oh,
So that's a natural 20 for 26 and 20. So that is 8 plus 13. So what, 21?
Total.
21 total for that, yeah, for flurry of blows and
Now,
damage.
I'm going to say this happens like this. So, you just dodged his... No, you dodged his hits. You hit him once. The second one grazed him only. But you come around and you uppercut him, like, between his... He's got his hands, like, close to his head, his elbows tight, but he's left, like, a thin little gap in between, and you raise your fist right between his elbows. Your knuckles brush against his breastbone, and you connect squarely with his jaw, and you know from experience, like, that was the hit. That was a good hit. And you see his eyes roll back, and his knees sag, and they start to give out. And you're almost turning away to look at Shaduk to say, like, fuck yeah, did you see that? When this guy somehow straightens his legs again, his eyes are rolling in his head, he's rocking back and forth. You do not understand how this man is still standing. And with that comes your second attack. And I'm just going to ask you to tell me how you want to do it.
So as I turn to look, and out of the corner of my eye, I see him coming up. I stay half turned, and I bring my foot up for some sweet chin music, where I kick him square in the jaw with a straight leg kick, and just stay. I'm going to do a Van Damme as well. I'm going to stay with my leg up as he crumples down.
Okay.
nice.
Tank collapses to the floor. Now, the reason I did it like that is because he actually has relentless endurance.
Because he's a half orc.
Yeah, so you reduced him to 0, but he still had 1 hit point left. But then with the second attack, that was enough to put him to sleep.
Mm-hmm.
So he lands face first down after rocking against the fence on the outside. Slumps forward with his face in the sawdust.
No dreams, only sleep. Put my leg back down again. Look up.
Oh, should have
Shit,
put
is it
some
over?
money on that.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Lani. Thank you. Your support is, as always, much appreciated. So,
Fuck
Do we
you
get
know,
a round
guys.
2? Is there a round 2? No.
So, Shattuck, do I pass?
If you walk back to speak to him.
Yep.
Yeah, I think we can use you tomorrow. In fact, I'm thinking that was quite the display, actually.
I am nothing if not a showman.
How tough of a fight are you looking for?
Oh, one I can hit.
One you can win?
Well, preferably.
Well, it's up to you. I've got someone you could fight, and I think it would be a fairly decent fight. Relatively balanced.
Right.
I do have someone else as well. Now, he's quite the favourite here. Very popular. Problem is, I have trouble finding people to fight him. But,
See. Now, this was a nice little warm-up, I have to say. You know, I feel quite limber now. So, if I beat your, let's call him a champion, shall we? If he's the favourite around here. Do I get anything? Is there anything in this? Or is it just kind of renown?
Oh no, you will win a purse of prize money.
Oh, really? And how big is this purse out of interest?
To fight my champion,
Yeah.
I'll give you 100 to fight. And another 150 if you beat him.
And do people bet on these fights out of interest?
Oh yes. It is very popular, in fact.
Right then. So, that being the case, I will fight your champion. But I'd ask you to take that 100 and the 150 that I might win and put that in the betting pool. Or myself.
What are you saying?
If that's not clear.
Double or nothing?
I would say so.
500 if you win.
Nothing if I
Nothing
lose.
if you lose.
Yeah.
You see him scratching his chin, like there's. You can hear the as his fingers brush against this really rough stubble, and he. Yeah, all right. I think we could do that.
Well, in that
But
case.
no crying when you lose, all right?
All right.
Deal's a deal.
I will try and keep my tears to an absolute minimum.
With that, he does gesture out a hand towards you.
I shall take his hand. There's a shake, I'm assuming, or a feel
Yeah,
struck.
it gives you a very firm handshake.
Mm-hmm.
All right, in that case, just make sure you're here tomorrow evening.
Yep. 8 o'clock, wasn't it?
Around. Yeah, be here by 8. You won't get on till I'll keep your fight to the last.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
Main event already. Look at me.
The headliner, bruv.
Yeah.
Well, I think that sounds pretty good for a fighter of your caliber, eh, Des?
Be here by 8.
What?
What about your big friend over there? Is he the fighting type as well?
Oh, well, Lanny, no. He's soft as butter, he is. No, I'm joking. No, he'll take your fucking head off.
Lanny does a look, just and that you see one of his eyes just flicker red. Oh yeah. I'll have his fucking head off.
Yeah. No, he did ask once if I wanted to fight him. I did say that I would rather shit in my hands and clap.
Wow. Okay, that's an image.
Well, if he's interested, I could arrange something for him as well.
Well, Lanny is his own person. He is more than happy to deal with you directly. I am not his manager in any way, shape, or form.
I accept your
Looks
offer.
over
Give me whatever you've got.
Alright. I've got something for you. And then he actually turns to Devs and Torrin. To Devvie and Torrin. I assume the two of you aren't interested in any bare knuckle boxing.
You are quite right.
I'm not the bare knuckle type. I'm more of an observer.
Yeah, our skills do not come into the bare knuckle side of things. We're the brains and they're the brawn.
And that's the way we like it. Now, sorry, just to interrupt here a second. Torrin, did you just pay me a compliment just then that I almost went straight over my head?
Torrin just looks blankly at him. I know what you mean.
That's what I thought.
Don't think you heard anything.
No, nothing. Go on then, Lanny.
Captain, you want to have a go?
What now? You ain't gonna take much more.
No. Tank's had enough for this evening. I'm just gonna assume he can take care of himself. I mean, if you're putting in a good word for him, so he can fight, then you've proved yourself in my eyes. So I'll take your word for it. What was their name?
Me? Oh,
Yeah.
I am Des McCrae.
Des McCrae. Is that your fighting name as well?
That is my name. That is my fighting name. That is the name that I go by. That is the name that you will... No. Des McCrae is my name.
Des the Destroyer.
No.
No. Des the... I don't know, a good name always goes down well with the crowd, you know. But
I think Des will do.
alright.
As
And you, big fella?
Lanny just says one word. He just says, Skull Crusher.
Yes, Lanny.
No,
Queen Skull Crusher. Yes.
Yeah, that's a fucking name that'll get the crowd worked up. Skull Crusher it is. Lovely. See, that's how you do it. Right. So that's all. I've got some business to take care of. And I look forward to your two performances tomorrow night.
That's
Indeed.
sounds like a fun night to me.
Yes.
Right, was there anything else?
Yeah, who do we talk to about betting?
You can sort it out tomorrow. If you want to place some bets, I will have staff here.
Oh, I'll be betting on my friend here. Don't you worry.
You are welcome to do so.
Well, it's been a long day. I think we can retire safe in the knowledge that we have done a lot.
Yes. Yeah, my knuckles are a bit achy. I think I better go and have a lie down.
We've got a busy day tomorrow, don't we?
I think we do.
We do, yeah.
Early start and some fun to be had in the evening.
Thank you very much, Shaddock, for the entertainment. It was short but very sweet.
Thank you for the warm-up.
You gonna be okay, Mr. Shadoo?
He'll be fine. He's used to it.
Does he need a little bit of a help up?
He raises his eyebrow slightly. I think I can manage.
Oh, I just meant that
You
Lanny
seem-
could probably grab him by the scruff of the neck and, prop him somewhere, but if you're sure.
No, he's alright. As I said, I have some business to take care of, so...
Well, so we'll get out of your hair then. Thank you very much. We'll see you tomorrow evening.
Indeed. And
You went on.
bids you farewell. He has one of his lackeys bring you up. Escorts you back upstairs. And I assume you're allowed to... I assume you just leave?
Yes.
Yeah, I'm good with that.
Back
Okay.
to the ship for a heckin' sleep after all that shenanigans.
Okay. In that case, I will just say you all make your way back to the ship, back to the sea breeze, with thoughts going through your head about what you've done today, thoughts about this possible new ship that you might be acquiring, and you have little flashes of daydreams, picturing yourselves manning this ship, sailing through the waves on the open sea. And then also your thoughts turn to the event coming up tomorrow evening, where Desi and Lani will be taking part in some bare-knuckle fighting.
Yes.
And I think that's just a good place to end it for this evening.
Yeah.
And we'll pick up next week.
Sounds like a wonderful thing to me.
Absolutely.
Awesome.
Oh, thank
Again,
you, sir.
very anticlimactic, but
Oh, not at all.
we are in a city.
I thought that was
So,
pretty climactic.
Mm.
oh, well. Anyway, thanks for joining us this evening. Don't forget to do the likes and do the subscribing if you haven't done so up till now. As usual, you can find us on all of the social network platforms. The most important thing is, though, next week we will not be playing our Skull and Shackles game because we will be doing our second Nexus Championship League Battle Royale live on Twitch.
Woo!
Yep, we're all very excited. We have something very interesting planned. We will be battling in a wild magic arena, which means all sorts of random wild stuff is going to be happening. And the cool thing is, these random things are actually going to be controlled by the chat. So there's lots of things to interact with, and I think it's going to be... I'm actually really looking forward to it.
As
I
am
think it's going
I.
to be great fun.
Gonna be
You're
awesome.
So-
wonderful.
We are starting at 8 p.m. UK time. And that is the 2nd?
Second
September.
September.
2nd of September, 8 p.m. UK time, live on Twitch. Be there, or be... I'm not going to say square.
Be triangle. Yeah,
Be
nailed
triangle. Be there or be triangle. Exactly. So,
Because
thanks for joining us.
Because I
Oh,
thought
you've
that
got something to say?
might-
Go.
I thought that I might have been doing the outro today.
Oh, okay.
So in the last 15 seconds, I've written a little poem.
Oh.
it. Yeah.
We here at TNT Nerds implore to you, our adoring herds, please consider following us on our social media, from Facebook to Twitter to Twitch-opedia. We've got a battle royale coming next week. It's there for the strong, the medium, and the meek. Come join us at 8 p.m. on the 2nd. It'll probably be better than any of us reckoned.
Lovely.
Very good.
Thank you very
Well
much.
done.
Get
Well done.
Yeah.
You get a tiny clap for that. There you go.
Yep.
I had a tiny clap once, I but some penicillin and cleared it right up.
Oh my god. And
Oh,
on
and
that,
on that note-
bombshell,
Yeah. I'm just going to say good night. Thanks for joining us. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Don't be a dick.
Bye.
Bye.